Hello and welcome to this new episode, I guess, of this series.
Ranting with Wolverine.
It's been a while since I've done it. I'm not sure if I'm really gonna do more of it. I might. We'll see. Also, I will possibly be videos out here sooner. Things, but whatever. But on this episode of Ranting with Wolverine, if you don't know, my gamer tag is Dark Wolverine, and most people just that I've known come from me gaming with them, and they just call me Wolverine or Wolvie for short. But on this episode, there's a few things I would like to talk about here in video game aspects. First of all, seeing here in the clip of Battlefield 4 and Hardline, the thing that annoys me with some of these games, especially shooters, is indicators. Now, there's a reason for them. I understand they're like saying, hey, look here, you got some new stuff, but as you on the Battlefield 1, it's like, yeah, we're indicating here. There's some. When there's nothing there to indicate, there's like no indicator past that point. So there's no reason for having any other indicators. Because you have the indicator like on the class type, then you have the indicator on the weapon, customizations of it, attachments, whatever. But once you get to the end point and there's no actual indicator there to like look at that item, but there's ones before that point, it's a glitch, it's broken, it's stupid. It's annoying. It's an option I think they need to allow you to turn off. I mean, I know I'm not like a game developer, programmer, whatever. I don't know how some of that coding works, but you think you'd allow to be able to turn off indicators. Because you're allowed to turn on and off a lot of different things. You can turn off vibration in your controller. It has nothing to do with the game. It has no connection to the game. Other than that, it's your controller and you're using it. I mean, you're using it to play the game. Yes, it has that aspects of connection, but it's a programming in the game itself. It is two different. There's like a different program. There's a programming in the controller. There's with the aspects of the vibrations. There's the program on the console itself to allow this different games to be able to turn on and off vibrations. So you think with all these different aspects of this one component to be able to be turned on and off, to be able to easily turn off and on indicators. Like there are some people who you might want to have indicators like, okay, there's like this section over here of a weapon that I like using that just unlocked something. I need to look at it. I might like it. But 9 times out of 10 with most of these games, if you're using that kind of aspects, it shows. I mean, guns that you unlock, customizations, whatever. It states, mid-game you're playing, you've reached the aspects of what you needed to unlock this, you got it. So the aspects of there being even furthermore indication that you have this item unlocked is annoying as hell. I'm probably not the only person who thinks this, but it's if you've never heard this term before, I'm going to use it. I understand. I think like there's even few people I even know this term. It's called an eyesore. Now, what it is it's you're officially seeing something that is annoying you. Now, it's not an aspect of like you say, you're officially seeing somebody that pisses you off. That's something else. An eyesore is like you see something out of place. It's like an OCD thing. It gives you like annoyance from visually seeing something like you see like aspects of like this structure that's kind of off. Like a brick's out of place or whatever. It's like they could have done this aspects a bit more. It's like, or if it's hard to further explain, but it's just something that visually annoys you. And indicators are especially one for me at least. I mean, you can comment below what you think, like if it's okay or if it's annoying. I mean, in Battlefield, those games have a huge amount of stuff there to be indicated. It's annoying. I would like to turn it off. Other aspects that something I like to turn on and off. I'm not sure how many games has this. It's mostly shooters. I think it's just a shooter aspect thing. I mean, it has to do with aiming down the sights, or just at least aiming at a person. Because I've had this happen in Counter-Strike Global Offense. It's a PC game. I think you can play it on 360. I play PC. I don't have 360 anymore. But if you aim down the sights and you're looking at somebody, you're trying to kill them, be it with whatever weapon, you're shooting at them. You're about to at least. So if you have like a sniper, you're aiming right at them, and somebody passes by in front of them, possibly even behind them, sometimes it happens. and you go from aiming at that person to start aiming at them. It's like you're not choosing to. It's just like an autofocus type aspect. You're focusing on one person, and somebody runs in front of them, and it starts focusing on them, on where they're going. The crosshairs of your gun starts moving with that opponent, and it's annoying as hell. 9 times out of 10, it's got my ass killed because I'm shooting at one person, and I'm about to kill him, and somebody runs in front of them, and my cursor starts following their ass, trying to shoot them, and I don't get a kill on either of them, and I die. It's annoying. It's something I like to turn off as well. Some other aspects here, shields in games. Like, that tactical shield you'd hold in front of you, you see, like, SWAT people use it. 9 times out of 10, like, Battlefield 4, I think, has it, but it's not been used much, especially since there's very few people on it now, at least on the consoles, PC mainly. And even Hardline. I think they have it in Call of Duty Defense Warfare, I think. I'm not sure if they've had it in before then in any Call of Duty aspects. They have it. And it's annoying because most of the time it's not a person using it in the aspects in which they originally intended to, especially with the developers making it. You don't see them using it in front of them, walking forward with like a teammate behind them, trying to, play tactically. No, it's always on their back with a gun holding so that way they don't get shot in the fucking back because, they can't use it in the aspects of which it was intended for. I mean, it's understandable the way they kind of use it, but it's not the aspects in which it's intended for. And I think Call of Duty fucked it up when they added it into Advanced Warfare because there's no way they use it in the aspects in which it's supposed to be used for. I think they had it in Black Ops 2, maybe? Yeah, because it's like you can like shove it down on the ground and start looking up here that way. But I think even then they kind of use it more in the aspects of just having it on their back, not fucking with it in the way it's intended to. It's annoying. I think Rainbow Six, the next one, I think it's called Siege, they're probably using it because you can only have the shield and a pistol. From what it looks like. I could be wrong. I haven't fully done my research. I've only done a bit. I've seen here and there. I'm going to hopefully play the beta when it is accessible in, I believe it's September. Now, that's a good usage of the shield. You cannot have a main weapon when you have the shield because it is a heavy item. When people use this object, it is huge. It weighs because it's intended to not be penetratable and be, shoot at the person. And some people I've seen actually use it correctly in Hardline. But it's annoying because they don't have an aspect where you can easily like shoot through that like glass part you can look through. I think that's another thing that some games fuck up because when people originally tend to use it the way they do, that glass part's getting shut the fuck up. At some point it's gonna break. No matter even if it is bulletproof, enough bullets hit it, it's gonna not, be there anymore. Its attention is just to mainly block most of the bullets. Sorry. And you're gonna have, a teammate behind you. And they're gonna pop up and they're kind of like walking either crouch behind you to pop up a bit, or they're just gonna straight up be walking behind you, taking pop shots. That way, only a few bit of them is visible to shoot at, harder to hit. It's smart. It's tactical. But most times I see people using them in games aren't using them correctly, and I think they need to have. I think Battlefield 4 maybe had it the way that correctly. That's why you don't see it as much as that it's mainly a primary. You cannot have a secondary with it, if as a primary aspects other than pistols, like an actual secondary. You cannot have like any primary weapons with the shield because it's already taking up most of your area. You cannot move around with the shield and like start using it with a primary. The momentum. The movability, sorry, I can't say what I'm trying to say. I'm not quickly saying what I want to say. But the movement of taking it from behind your back to having it in front of you and switching out your weapon, it needs to be a quick one. And in reality, it cannot be done so with a main primary weapon, shotgun, assault, snipers, whatever. It has to be quick. So you throw your pistol in your, your holster, pull out the shield, boom, you're good. And there's way you're supposed to be able to use it is you have your shield in your left or right hand, and you start aiming above it, shooting, or popping your head up and shooting with better accuracy that way. That's its actual intended uses, because it's weighs so much. You cannot have quick momentum and movability with the shield in any capacity with another thing that's kind of heavy, like an assault, a shotgun, a sniper rifle. These things weigh as well. They're gonna slow your ass down. So either have the aspects where it's like a person's has the primary with it, and it seriously like slows down the aspects of like switching between weapons and moving, or you can only have a pistol with it and have it as a primary. A shield should be a primary because it's made to soak up a lot of bullets, so that way you can tactically move around a lot easier, especially with teammates. Got on a real big rant with that one. I'm sorry. It annoys me. Another thing that I kind of I don't want to run on about that annoys the hell out of me is announcers in video games. It's mainly first-person shooters again. I'm sorry, I keep going back to first-person shooters, but it's the thing I mainly play. And it's, what I've been playing mostly lately, because there's not much to play at this time being. And the announcers in most of these video games nowadays, like with Battlefield, Call of Duty, the way they're fancy more, they're not really thinking of doing it correctly, because with, the aspects of people who are losing, they are not being announcers that use words to, get them into camaraderie, into, action, into courage, into, wanting to win the battle. It's all kind of insulting, is what it's been lately with the announcers in these games. Now, this is, granted it is a game, but it's the escape of reality, like most things of entertainment. Gaming is entertainment. You're using it to escape reality. And in reality, there's already enough insulting in people as is in life. And the fact that I'm trying to escape it in a video game, and it's, I'm getting my ass kicked, but I want to, I want to hear words of encouragement, like, you get the fucking that battle, you can do it, you can win the war. But it's all insulting, like, what the fuck's happening on? Why the fuck are we losing? You suck! That's what announcers are nowadays in first-person shooters. That's retarded! It's annoying as hell! Nobody wants to hear that shit. That's why you probably see, like, in some of my videos recently, with especially Battlefield Hotline, I've changed the language to one I don't fucking know what the hell they're saying, because I don't want to hear that shit. It's stupid. I'm not saying it's rude or, like, not like it's not like, trying to demolish me, as like it's really affecting me. It's annoying. It's another thing. It's an annoying thing to hear. You don't want to hear it in game, and if you're losing, you want to hear words of encouragement to, rally everybody and get it going. It's stupid is that it's more insulting now. It's unintelligent of the developers and the producers of these games to have it as to insult you if your team is losing, especially like in the aspects that you're actually trying, but the other half of the team are either stupid and not understanding, because I've seen people who just rush into the battle, aren't assessing the situation as best as they can, because I find teammates who just don't fucking look at the minimap. It's there to indicate shit for you, like, there's a person over here shooting, this person that you're on team with died over here. These are indicators so that you know what's happening, so you can better assess the situation. But 9 times out of 10, I see these people just run straight into the battle, hoping to get some quick kills, but usually end up dying because they're fucking stupid. Stop doing that shit. They just want to get to the battle as quickly as possible, which is understandable, because some of these another aspects of something that's annoying is fucking spawns in these fucking games, especially with Call of Duty. If I can find a fucking game of either these Battlefield or Call of Duty, mainly Call of Duty, because Battlefield kind of has it in some of their modes where it's like the spawns aren't too bad if you're choosing to spawn in this area with your squad or on this point. You're to expect you're gonna die. There's like points in games where it's like, you're gonna spawn in a safe area. Even then, sometimes it's kind of stupid because people are chucking grenades, using aerial vehicles to fuck with you. I think that's kind of what I liked about Hotline. They took out some of the aerial vehicles, so it's not so easy to spawn kill people in like that spawn area where you can't actually run into. Otherwise, you got that 10-second down thing that's say you're gonna die in this mount. Which I think with the spawn areas they need to at least cut that in half to like 5 seconds. if not possibly last year. Because I understand, like, if you're out of the boundary and you need to come back in, you give them a bit of time, sure. Sometimes it happens. But with, like, the spawn areas, like, on each side of the team bases, the amount of time it should be allowed to kill you should be less. Because there's still people who can jump in, shoot you, kill you, and run the fuck back out in 10 seconds. It's not that hard. But that's usually the earlier battlefields, like Hardline. They, like I said, they took away at least the area vehicle, so it's a lot harder. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna see that because people are going to go for the objective. Because in some of these games, both sides, they're intentional. I need to play the objective. I need to win this for my team, which is another thing that kind of annoys me. But I'll get to that later. Whereas at least in Call of Duty, the spawns are always shit now. In all the modes, period. You're shit. Because I would like to play at least one mode where I don't fucking spawn die. It's kind of upsetting because, those 9 times out of 10, most those maps are, small maps. But it's still kind of shitty, the aspects of, you just spawned in and boom, you're dead. 9 times out of 10, as you spawn, first your character spawns, then the aspects of you being able to control that character. So by the time you actually can take control of the character sometimes, especially with the earlier games, boom, you're already dead. It's like I'm going to move? No, I can't. I'm dead. What the fuck? Seriously. Thing with Call of Duty, I think the way to help that, if you don't know, the thing is, as they said, which is bullshit, they got a new engine. It's more advanced. And some people have actually come out of the programmers and developers of Call of Duty games saying they're still using the Quake engine from back in the the late 90s, the Quake 2 engine. But it's like, okay, so we're using the Quake 2 engine, but we've changed it up so much, it's like new. It's like, but if you have a PC from that era, if you still put new parts in, kind of new, yeah, but it's still kind of shitty, so you don't want to do that. You want to get a newer computer that has better aspects of components that you can't really trade out. So you get a newer computer and put those parts in and that. Same thing with Call of Duty's engine. It needs to be scrapped and they need to start a new one. Even DICE saw that. A lot of developers here see that. It's like, we need to change with the times. We need to have a better engine to better suit our games, to better suit our consumer, our customers. Because a lot of people don't know, as they think, it's just a game. It's a product. Period. You don't go to a steakhouse, order a nice, delicious steak. They serve you a hot dog and instead they say, okay. No, you would be pissed as hell if you're promised a certain aspects of this product. You assume that's what you're going to pay for and that's what you're going to get. But when you don't get it, and you complain about it, people are like, it's just a game. It's a product, period. Simple as that. It is a product that I'm paying for. I'm promised this aspects of this product that I want to buy. I don't get that. I have the right to complain. I have the right to, say, I want my money back. That's what people do when shit happens in restaurants and whatever areas of products, You don't think, you're going to get a vacuum and it says, this thing can, suck up so much, you can use it for 5 hours straight. You go home and you can only use it for 30 minutes and you have to empty it out. You don't want that, do you? You want what you were promised, period. Product, you were promised this product, you paid for it, that's what you should get. If you don't get it, you have the right to fucking complain and say, what, either deliver on the product that I was promised or give me my money back, period. And unfortunately with the gaming aspects, that kind of doesn't work anymore in a way, because even if you try to go get your money back if you have the hard copy, 9 times out of 10 you're not fully getting your money back there. You can either trade it for another same of the game, new, possibly used, or you just get less of money, or even less of that with store credit. It's stupid. It's annoying. I'm promised a certain product. That's what I deserve. And it's even worse when you have, you buy it digitally. That's why 9 times out of 10, I encourage you first wait to see what happens before it comes out. People have been saying, and it needs to be done, stop pre-ordering games. Do not do it from developers you've been fucked over with, like with Call of Duty games, which I kind of did stupidly. I did pre-order Black Ops 3 digitally. Because I got all the hype and I wasn't thinking. If you want to see developers that you know that you can trust, like say Bethesda, they've always delivered on what they promised. Period. With all the Elder Scrolls games, with the Fallout games, that's why if you wanted to pre-order Fallout 4 from what they promised, you assume that's what you're gonna get because Bethesda's usually always, from what I can tell, never have ever not delivered on what they promised. Period. They've always delivered on what they promised. That's why, Fallout 4 I think is going to be a good game because they do stuff right for their consumers. They had a game they made called Fallout Shelter. They could have banked hard on that when they made it. And if you don't know what Fallout Shelter is, it's like a mobile game. You can play on your tablet, your phone. Originally it was just for, Apple products, but then they got it for Androids now. But they send it out as free to play with some, paid stuff you can buy, these things that can help you out, sure. But again, it was free. They could have said, $1.99. That's not even that bad, but they didn't. They said free, here you go. And they show that they care about their consumers, their customers. Period. And if I urge you, if you're watching this, if you think of wanting to buy a game, but you need to first do your homework. I've done in the past where I admit I didn't do my fucking homework, or I didn't, think, this could be a good game. I should pre-order it. Look into the game, wait until it comes out, see what the reviews are, especially from people you might like, and what the community mostly is saying about it, the people who actually did buy the game. Just, first wait and see. Because there are a lot of people who just are either given the game or just buy the game to review it. Reviewers a lot. And there's a lot of them who just do it because they're paid by the companies that are producing or developing. And those you gotta watch because like you see some of these YouTubers, they play a lot of these games and they're no, come out here, play our game. It's awesome. It's like, I don't know, because one person I'd recommend you watching for reviews is a YouTuber on YouTube called Angry Joe. He has Angry Joe Show. He reviews mostly games, but he also does some movies. I'll put a link in the description for his YouTube site. Another one for a person I watch. I can't remember his name. I think it's like John Jonas. I can't apologize for not remembering his name. I'll put a link in his description too for his movie. He does mostly movie reviews, but he does some game reviews as well. He's on the opposite of Angry Joe. And they, from what I can tell, give it out what their straight up opinion is of what's going on. They do not hold back. Period. And those are the people you really want to watch. People who will not hold back, even to their favorite game. This is what's good about it. This is what I better about it. This is what I like. Watch people who especially enunciate what they're saying correctly. This is what's good with it. This is what's bad with it. This is my opinion. This is the people who say, because people will say it's straight up good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Or it's bad. It's like, listen for what they say, because straight up what I always say with a review of a movie or a game, I always end it, this is my opinion, period. Because what a lot of people don't take into account is it's opinion based most with some things with products. Because there's movies, I like, I don't like this music, sing, games, whatever. And everybody has a preferred taste with everything product wise, be it food, be it entertainment, be it people, period. There's always preferred taste on what you like and what you don't like. And a lot of people don't think about that, They always take into their own judgment that's the correct judgment. I say it's so, it is so. No. Opinion, preferred taste, period. That is the truth of the world. It is your opinion, yes, but there is a difference between opinion and fact, and people forget about that. They say, this is fact. No, this is your opinion. I have an opinion about this. It turns out it could be a fact. It's the truth of the world. And that's something you need to watch out for. You need to watch for the truth. I've seriously read on about some stuff. I've kind of gone off on the list here. Next thing I might cut this off here. So if you see it cut off now, I'm gonna make another video because I might need to cut this off into certain points, like different rants for different times. We'll see. I might even cut it even more.